Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. This
Hello.
is Dave and Roxanne.
Welcome to another episode of
It's
It's
a
a New
new day.
Day,
It's
It's
a
a
new
New You.
you.
If this is the first time you're tuning into our business page, we do this episodes once, twice, sometimes over three times per week. And the goal of this episode is to encourage you, inspire you that if you had a tough day yesterday, there's always a new day to become a new you, to become all that God created you to be.
Yes. Thank you, guys. Belated Merry Christmas and advance Happy New Year. It's been a busy week
This has been our third go live. We're
for
excited.
today.
For
Yes.
today, we're fired up, and we wanted to just come in here and greet you ahead of time,
Mhm.
beat you to greeting Happy New Year's. But yes, belated Merry Christmas.
Yes, and it's day 74 of the 90 days Go Live Challenge. We haven't been on for a few days there, but we want to, quickly jump in to really share with you this, what we've talked about earlier in our different groups that we did a Go Live about this topic.
Yes, in our private groups, and the topic that we shared is your dreams are worth every effort.
Mhm.
It's so worth it. And we just kind of shared in those groups. We actually created a game plan at the end of this go live. Stick till the very end because we want to give you access to the game plan. But we talked to them that your dreams are worth every effort because everything you do, whether you think you failed or you succeeded in it, it adds towards making it happen. But the most important thing is that you can't quit on it because we were this close in quitting
Mhm.
in 2018, and we shared that before we started the online business we failed in 24 businesses. We were in $86,000 in consumer debt, and we got evicted in the apartment that we were managing, and that was our last hope, that because we were living for free. And our turning point was that Roxanne prayed this very powerful prayer, right?
Yeah. We were, we were in shock when we received a letter from our property managing company that they said that they no longer need us. So, technically, we lost that job, and we were scared. We were in a position that we're not ready financially. We were actually in negative net worth. Buried in a mountain of debts, over 86,000 of consumer debt. So we were scared. We were mad at the situation, mad at each other, blaming each other. How did we get into so much debt? How did we not have any savings, right? And we were just praying to God, asking the Lord to give us, to heal our finances, to lead us to a solution that could help us pay that off, to give us a solution that could help us get ahead.
Before we dive in even deeper, just let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to say hi to you. If you're watching this live or replay, we always like to say hi to you.
Wow, Evelyn, from Nairobi, Kenya.
Wow,
Wow, that's
amazing! What a
amazing.
global business you have.
Happy New Year as well. Everard, watching from Ontario. Awesome, Everard. We got the opportunity to meet him.
Live,
Yeah, live. I think
offline.
in November, I think so.
So in 2018, something happened to us, right? When that kind of turning point in our lives, kind of kicked us, smacked us in the face that year, because this time of the year is very, very memorable for us, right?
Mhm.
This is the time where people make resolutions, things that they wish that
Yeah,
may happen
they're
the next
excited. We were
yeah
excited to make New Year's
year
resolution,
after
right?
year after year, yet falling on our face. But that year, we made this decision, right? Instead of a resolution, we made a decision, right?
Mhm.
That year we decided, because decision is it's 10x, 10 times more powerful than a resolution, because
Mhm.
when you decide, it comes from the Latin word,
Yeah, the Latin root of the word decision is decidere or decidere, which means to cut away or to cut off.
which means there's no other choice, right?
Mhm.
Either it or you're gonna die. uh Technically, right? So we said, you know what, we're gonna go all in, not just on this business that we are going to start, but we're going to go all in on our dreams. Either you
Yeah.
see us waving at the top that we made it, or we're dead on the side trying, dead on the side trying. So we encourage you this year, instead of making another resolution, We encourage you to make a decision. If you're watching this live or replay, comment the word decision, because
Mm-hmm.
here's the difference. It's a massive difference.
Yes, a resolution is often a wish or intention, something people hope to achieve but lack commitment.
Yeah, and a decision, on the other hand, is a deliberate choice backed by two things: commitment and action. Those
Mhm.
are some powerful things if you combine them together. Commitment and action. When you combine those together, incredible things happen. In fact, something happens to you when you really decide, when this fire in your belly, right? It's a decision, it's a committed decision. Something happened. Number one.
Decisions create identity shifts, right? Because a lot of us, usually resolutions focus on what you want, right?
Mhm.
Meaning to say, for example, like if I want to lose weight, usually, you're focused on the results. I want to focus on, getting my, losing 10 pounds, right? Or like, I just want to lose weight, right? Or I want to make more money, right? But you're not very clear, and then most of the time we get discouraged after a couple of weeks because we don't get the results that we want. But decisions, if you make decisions, right, you're focused more on who you are becoming. You're more focused that, "Hey, you know what, I'm committed to become more disciplined. I'm committed to, making small steps every single day, right? I'm committed, I made a decision that, what, this, I don't want to be overweight anymore. I don't want to be in debt anymore, right? And that really makes a big difference for us. When we started this online business, we decided, you know what, I'm sick and tired. We're sick and tired of, of this negative net worth, of, having so much debt, of not living the life that we want. So we made a decision rather than resolutions.
So again, the biggest difference is, for example, this example that Roxanne's talking about, right? So instead of like, oh, I want to weigh this much, it's like a decision is, I'm gonna show up to the gym no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's a character change, which means that I'm gonna do it no matter what. I'm gonna have the grit. I'm gonna have the persistence and the discipline. I'm gonna show up no matter what, even if there's no results in the beginning, because I know it will eventually show up. Because I have decided,
Mm.
whether no results, with results in the beginning, I'm gonna keep going. That's exactly what happened to our online business. We said, you know what, we're gonna do whatever it takes, right? If we need to sell stuff, if we need to have extra jobs, if we have to learn something. So
Mm.
what happens, we learn the character of hard work. We learn the character of, of delayed gratification, of the spirit of contentment, because we've decided, right? And when you decide, you put in the effort. And there's usually, you know uh, there's usually healthy struggle. What is it called? The healthy, for the value creation. It's a you
Yeah, healthy
basically, yeah,
struggles.
there you have to go through this tension of growth. And that's why your character forms because of it. So again, it's an identity shift.
Yes. Another thing is, when you made the decisions, it demands clarity and commitment from you, right? Because sometimes resolution is more like it's very vague. But when you decide, hey, this is what I want, right? I decided that, this is my goals, right? It becomes more clearer, right? For some reason, you have more action steps that, hey, you know what, this is what I'm going to do for the next, week, 2 weeks, in the next month, next 6 months. This is my goal, right?
Yeah, instead of just like, I want to lose a few pounds, you become very clear. I'm gonna weigh 45 pounds. For me, for example, 12% body fat and all this kind of stuff. It's when you have a clear, clarity and commitment. It's the next step is that it gains momentum.
Mm-hmm.
It's the next step is the decisions. It generates momentum because now you're clear and you're taking small actions towards that. For example, when I know when I'm in the zone, when I'm trying to hit my fitness goal, because I weigh myself every day and I see, the weighing scale going down, and it's just, it creates momentum for me. And not only that, I feel good about myself because I show up to the gym all the time, right? Same thing with when you're learning something like in the business, right? When we were really grinding it out, having 2 3 jobs and using that extra money to generate, ad budget for our business to generate leads, right, it was gaining momentum because every effort, every income we would make extra, we would invest in our ad budget. And every time there's a webinar, we would get results, and it starts to gain momentum. It's just it gets exciting.
Yeah, and like talking about, when you make the decision, right? Because a lot of people, when we ask these questions every single time, especially every new year, right? We ask families, friends, what is your goals, right, for 2025, 2024, right? And a lot of people, this is the sad thing, right? Because they don't know what they want. They don't know, what they truly want. And it's not because they don't, it's not because they want it. It's just because they don't know how, right? And because because sometimes if if you're not aware, right? It's so sad that all of us, if we're not aware of it, we always plan for big things. We plan for our vacation, we plan for our weddings, we plan our vacations, our birthdays, christening, baptism, baby showers, holidays, Christmas, everything, right? The itinerary, right? And we're so good at it, but a lot of us, we fail to plan our life. We fail to plan, the year, right? 2025. There's what, a day and a half before, the new year 2025, right? And if you haven't done it yet, write down your dreams and goals, because 42%, they said if you write it down, 42%, you're likely you're likely to make it happen,
More
right?
chances,
More
yeah.
chances.
So the last thing is that their decisions are fueled by why,
Mm-hmm.
not should. And if it's a true decision, it's coming from a why, not
Yeah.
from like, oh, I want to lose weight this year because I feel guilty, right?
Yeah.
It's coming from guilt, right? When if it's fueled, when it's a true decision, you said, I'm really, really gonna do it. I'm gonna prioritize my health because I wanna, be there for my son, right? It's a
Live
why.
longer, or
Live longer for my son, and I want to become financially free because I want to become a full-time parent. I want to do ministry full-time. I want to do a lot of things. It's
yeah.
fueled by your why when it's a true decision. And so we encourage you, we challenge you this year, instead of making another resolution, make a decision, right? And when you've made a decision, the next step is to have a game plan. How are you going to make that thing happen? And talking about game plan, we don't have time to do it all here because it's a longer kind of training. We created a training within our private Facebook group, the 4 steps to going from dreaming to doing,
Mhm.
right? And if you are excited and you've already made a decision that it's going to be a year that you're going to, make your dreams, pursue your dreams, that is worth it for you, then comment game plan, because we're going to share with you how to have access to that. Comment game plan, and we're going to private message you how to have access. Again, this is for non-business owners only, because we've already shared this also within our private community, right?
Yes, and I love what Jimron said. For every promise, there is a price to pay. If the promise is clear, the price is easy. Yes, and whatever is your dreams in your for 2025, in for your family, for your finances, for your health, for your relationships, right? We always believe in this, that if you have that dream in your heart, God will always provide the resources. God will provide the people, the trainings, the resources, the time, the money that you need, right? And it's up to you to make that happen. It's up to you to take that action. So, comment game plan if you're ready to make the 2025 the most amazing, the most epic year for you and your family.
If you want to go, the game plan is how the 4 steps to go
Mhm.
from dreaming to
To
doing.
doing.
That this is the game plan.
Yeah, we just finished a at 30 minutes
About 37 minutes training.
yeah, about this in our private group. So if you want to, get access to that,
We shared,
yeah.
we shared some of the mind-blowing goals that have happened because of this 4 steps. So just comment game plan, and we're gonna share with you. We're gonna give you access to our private group.
Awesome, awesome. Hi, Alshane from Colorado. Lily watching from Calgary. Lily and Mike, awesome. We're neighbors. Balbin from the USA. Janice, awesome. Thanks for tagging, sharing this. My decision this 2025 is to get the finance to join this business. Awesome, awesome, Evelyn. Adik, hello, hello. You are welcome. Sylvia from the UK, thanks for watching. From Pennsylvania, Abinash, Maryland, Adik. Hello, Amani. Happy New Year as well, Kushani. Awesome, Chester. Game plan. We'll private message you as well on the access.
Yes, for sure.
Sylvia, Kemi. Awesome, awesome.
We always end with a verse in a new day, new you. So the verse for today is this.
Coming from Deuteronomy 30, verse 19, it says, "This day I call the heavens and the earth as witnesses against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and curses. Now choose life, so that you and your children may live."
It's amazing. The Bible says you
Mhm.
have the decision to
Yeah.
choose between death or life, blessings,
Blessings
and
and
curse.
curses.
And our prayer for you in 2025 is that you choose to go for the blessings, and the life for you and your family. And we're excited for you. Again, if you want to know the 4 steps to go from dream to doing, common game plan, and we'll share with you in our private group, the training that we have. So God bless everybody. Happy
Happy New Year,
Happy New Year.
2025 in the
Yeah.
next couple of days here. We're excited for you. We're looking forward to working with you. God bless
Bless
you.
everybody.
Bye.